Judy. So.
So what happened today, you said?
I graduated today.
How was it?
It was pretty emotional, man. It's pretty emotional, I think. No, I'm done with university once and for all.
How many times has it been?
I have graduated twice now. This is my second time. Not because I failed. I graduated the first time in my undergrad, and now I've got a master's degree right here.
And what about that other one? What happened with it?
Yeah, so this is the TRU International. So this is the TRU International Student Award for. This is the TRU Official International Student Award for Overall Excellence. I was given this by TRU World. Thank you very much, TRU World, for my participation on campus. Doesn't it look great?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was doing a lot of public speaking workshops on campus. I was trying to encourage students to get out of their comfort zone, try out things that they're really uncomfortable doing, and the university recognized my efforts.
About how you came from Pakistan and now you're here.
Yeah, it's weird because I left Pakistan for the first time when I was 18, and I left to go to Malaysia for my undergrad. And at the time, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I was like, I just want to get out of this country and go literally anywhere else. And I came to Malaysia, and I was doing business there. I finished my degree, and I came to TRU in 2017. And I was going to pursue a master's in business degree. But again, I was learning a lot of the same things that I learned before, so I figured, you know what, I should probably consider other things. So I started doing Toastmasters, public speaking, and I discovered a passion for teaching, passion for learning, and I switched over to the MEd program, and now I've got one of these. One of these. So
Nice. Now, what's the plan?
my plan now is to work with students in one capacity or the other and help them grow from one stage of their life to another, hopefully getting better at social skills, getting better at landing their dream jobs, and really making the most of their time awake in this world to be as productive and as efficient as possible.
So does it satisfy something for you?
Yeah, because growth has been really big for me, especially because of my time in TRU. I was a very, very shy person. I know it's hard to believe, but I used to be very, very shy. And because of the opportunities TRU has given me, I've experimented with a lot of different things, and I've been able to overcome that. And well, not completely, but I've been able to overcome a lot of that. And I feel like if I can teach other people to grow in the same way I grew, the same way TRU helped me out, I think growing together is just a very satisfying and a very satiating career to be in.
And what was your most memorable experience in TRU? In your whole university?
One of the most memorable experiences in my university life has to be where I saw this TED Talk called Confidence in 30 Seconds. And the guy talks about how you should go to public spaces and lie down on the ground for like 30 seconds just to get used to other people seeing you. And it's a very unusual thing to do, but I decided to do it in my first semester on campus, and I was new. And I became very quickly that guy who was lying around everywhere on campus. My Instagram was nothing but that, and sometimes people would come and take pictures of me or Snapchat me, and sometimes people would come and join in. So the whole semester was like a really weird experiment of lying down in different places. And I think that pushed a lot of dominoes in my life where I started doing more things that were really out of my comfort zone. It was really funny because people were like, why are you guys on the ground? What's happening? Or sometimes a teacher would go right by you and they'd be like, are you comfortable on the ground there? And we're like, yeah, we're doing good, bro. I think that was definitely one of the more memorable ones, at least one of the ones I can remember, yeah.
Do you have any regrets?
Yeah, I've got plenty of regrets. Okay. I'm gonna have to list these out. Don't spend so much money on coffee. Okay, it became almost like a routine where every day I would wake up in the morning and whether I'm hungry or not, whether I'm thirsty or not, whether I'm energetic or not, I have to line up at Tim Hortons or Starbucks and get myself a coffee. I blew so much money on that, it's ridiculous. So that's one thing I should probably not have done. Second thing, I got into this rut of productivity in my university life where I was like, okay, I have this goal, I have to go and chase that goal, and anyone who's interfering with that goal, I don't need to spend any time with them. So for example, if I have friends of mine who don't really want to do what I'm doing, who are still discovering their passion. In my brain, I'm like, no, I need to surround myself with people who are doing what I want to do, chasing the goals I'm chasing. So in that process, I became very selfish, and I started alienating a lot of my friends, and I shouldn't have done that. And now I've realized there's a very healthy balance that you need to maintain between chasing your goals, but also respecting the people in your life who aren't necessarily doing important things, but they're still valuable additions to your life. The last thing I would say, and it kind of goes hand in hand, is that I should have been a lot more social than I was. I was very involved on campus. I was definitely doing a lot of social activities. I was definitely very active for extracurricular activities. But when it came to people saying, hey, we've got a party tonight, you should come over, or we're celebrating this here, you should come, I would almost always say no, because I had some extracurricular that I was planning instead. So I missed out on a lot of opportunities to make friends, and a lot of opportunities to really get myself into a social circle of friends, not just for colleagues and peers, but people that I could actually enjoy my company with. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Yeah, so those would definitely be my top three.
So what's one thing you got away with on campus?
Oh, okay. One thing comes to mind, and I'm glad I'm done with university now, but so there's a meditation room on campus. It's on the first floor, right? And not many people go there because meditation is still a niche thing. Now, there'd be a lot of times between classes where I had maybe 3 to 4 hours to kill, and I tell myself, okay, I'll go and meditate for a while. So I'd go to the room, the lights would be off, I would set the cushion up, and I would sleep.
Yeah, I remember walking in, seeing you lying down there.
Yeah. And then sometimes people would walk in, and I would pretend like I'm really in the zone of meditation, but I'm actually asleep.
Did they ever catch you snoring?
No. Thank God I don't snore, but yeah, I've done that a few times.
And I thought you've been doing some public speaking too when you were on campus.
Yeah, I was doing a lot of Toastmaster stuff. I did a lot of public speaking contests. I've done about 18 public speaking workshops to help students out with their public speaking.
Give us an advice.
I advise in public speaking, yeah, okay. And I learned this actually from improv comedy more than I did with public speaking. There's a certain element to speaking when you're not prepared. Now, if I ask you a question, you weren't prepared for that question, it's going to make you a little bit nervous, and you're going to think about what the best answer is, and then based on that best answer, then you're going to try to give it more depth, right? In improv comedy, they teach you, say the first thing that comes to mind, and then look for evidence in your mind to support it. So, for example, ask me a random question that I'm not prepared for.
And then what do you think about plants?
I love plants. I especially love the one plant that's kind of carnivorous, which has like a little mouth on top of it, and then flies come and sit on it, and it just swallows the fly alive. I know it's a really intense example, but when I was a kid and I was watching these videos on National Geographic, I distinctly remember a lot of Pokemon that resembled that plant, and really quickly I became really obsessed with it. Sometimes I'd spend too many hours in the garden outside just looking at different plants, and my dad was like, buddy, you've got a problem. But anyway, so my point being, I went with the first thing that came to mind, and I added a story behind it, and then we had something to talk about, right? As opposed to if I had been like, what is the best plant? I should probably Google this, or maybe I should organize all 10 plants in my head and then see which one I can answer. So first thing that comes to mind, say it, and then find evidence to support it. That's my number one advice. What advice I would want to give to people going to university? Well, try out a lot of different things, try out things outside your comfort zone, and really don't be afraid to experiment with things that make you look weird. I've done a lot of that, and you'll find that with authenticity comes originality. And you might want to do things everyone else is doing, but you're not going to be original that way. So try out different things in university. That's the time you really get to experiment and let the world see why you're so special.